Hi everyone, I'm David Wojcik and this is Mbot TV. This week we bring you a special edition of Mbot TV that covers the federal budget, which was released by Finance Minister Bill Morneau on February 27th. Here with that report is our Director of Government Relations, Brad Butt. Brad?
Well, thanks, David. Last Tuesday, I traveled to Ottawa to meet our colleagues at the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, as well as take in the federal budget. Finance Minister Bill Morneau tabled Equality and Growth for a Strong Middle Class on February 27th, citing, making sure every Canadian has a real and fair chance at success is not just the right thing to do, it is the smart thing to do. Canada's future prosperity depends on it. Well, this budget, to quote the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, is long on spending and short on growth. Budget 2018 is primarily about new spending, spending initiatives and enhanced spending for programs that aim to support low-wage Canadians, address gender inequality, support First Nations development, strengthen Indigenous rights and self-determination, promote skills and research, improve health and environmental stewardship, and enhance justice and security. While some of the spending initiatives announced in the budget will help business, particularly women entrepreneurs and small businesses, but they are limited in scope. There are also some important improvements in government policies, particularly with respect to the tax treatment of small business and the simplification of business support programs. The government is intent on tightening tax rules and clamping down on tax avoidance. It should be focused even more intently on bringing its books back to balance and creating a tax and regulatory environment to support small business, investment, and economic growth. The budget projects the federal debt will increase by almost $80 billion over the next 5 years, although the government's debt to GDP ratio is expected to decline slightly thanks to continued strong economic performance. New rules for the tax treatment of small business passive income are simpler than previously proposed and will mitigate negative impacts on savings and investment for most small business owners. They will, however, still increase taxes for a small percentage of Canadian-controlled private corporations with passive investment income over $50,000. Budget 2018 also improves the Canada Child Benefit, introduces a Canada Workers Benefit, making the EI Working While on Claim benefit permanent, establish a new EI Parental Sharing Benefit, an apprenticeship grant for women, and a new Indigenous Skills and Employment Training Program. A significant amount of new money is allocated for innovation, as well as exploring a national pharmacare program, and a new regulatory reform agenda aimed at supporting innovation and investment, including regulatory reviews, further regulatory cooperation with the United States, and a new e-regulation platform to improve consultation and awareness is proposed. So Perrin Beatty, the President and CEO of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, said, and I quote, "Canadian business asks the government to focus on fundamentals like the growing competitiveness gap, the need to attract more private sector investment, and presenting a realistic plan to balance the government's books." Although the budget sets out many positive measures, including support for women entrepreneurs, a clearer path to Indigenous self-determination and improved skills, it doesn't address the most basic issues facing our economy. The cost of running a business in Canada is rising rapidly. Without a strong private sector, there's no way to pay for all this spending, except by sending the bill to our kids. Back to you, David.
And here's what's coming up at your Mississauga Board of Trade. On March 7th, Membership Matters is at Mbot, a session for new members to discover all the great benefits that your Mississauga Board of Trade has to offer. Seasoned members are always welcome to stop by for a refresher. And on March 8th, Mbot celebrates International Women's Day with an intimate mixer at the Mbot office. On March 14th, Good Morning Mississauga is at PAF BMW. Come out and experience a luxury car while networking. Book a speaker spot. Where else can you make over 100 cold calls in just 2 minutes? And don't forget to save the date for our upcoming Mississauga Board of Trade annual Nine and Dine Golf Day. Details about these stories and events are available at www.mbot.com. Until next week, this is David Wojcik wishing you continued success in your business.